Hello fellow travelers, we have just had the most incredible adventure exploring the stunning beauty of the maritime provinces and I cannot wait to share it with you. I'm going to take you on an incredible journey through Prince Edward Island, New Brunswick and Nova Scotia. It's going to be 8 days of pure exploration, stunning landscapes, a lot of heritage, history, and of course, mouth-watering food.
Amazing stuff.
From the beautiful red sand beaches of Prince Edward Island to its fascinating lighthouses. Discovering the highest tides at Hopewell Rocks, New Brunswick, to exploring CapeBretonIsland at Nova Scotia, from marveling at the life-changing scenic experience at CabotTrail to wondering at the charm and beauty of Peggy's Cove or getting awestruck at the beauty of Lunenburg. The maritime provinces are a tapestry of nature, diversity, and above all, an influence that is so rich that you have to experience it to believe it. So sit back, relax, and let's embark on this unforgettable journey together. Join me in this two-part series as we continue to unravel the magic of the Maritimes. This region is a traveler's paradise, and I cannot wait to inspire you to plan your own adventure here. Let's begin. Our journey began with an early morning flight from Toronto's Pearson Airport to Charlottetown, PEI.
We're going to the airplane!
And the captain has the seatbelt sign off. Please remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened.
We flew Soup Airlines and had an overall pleasant experience. The first views of PEI through the clouds right from my window seat was quite fascinating, as I could not stop basking in the excitement of things that were to come.
Welcome to Charlottetown!
So after renting our car at the airport, we headed straight out to explore PEI. Prince Edward Island, often referred to as the gem of the Maritimes, is a must-visit destination for anyone seeking a quintessential maritime experience. I was absolutely enchanted by the island's unique charm. PEI's stunning landscapes with rolling emerald green hills and vibrant red sand beaches create the perfect backdrop for travel vlogs. Our first stop was the picturesque West Point Lighthouse. What a setting to have the West Point Lighthouse. It's a treat to the eyes. It's so unique with its black and white stripes. It stands among Prince Edward Island's most recognizable places. At 69 feet, it is PEI's tallest lighthouse. This 5-story lighthouse was built in 1875 and also features 11 rooms with walkout decks overlooking the Northumberland Strait.
Look guys, I found some unique shells. And I can't wait to keep them in my collection.
We had our first night booked at Summerside. While driving back, we made a stop at the Canadian Potato Museum. PEI is famous for its potatoes, and in this museum, you will find the world's largest exhibit of potato-related artifacts. Yes, and don't forget to get your picture taken with the world's largest potato sculpture. Located just inside the museum, the PEI Potato Country Kitchen offers island-inspired potato dishes, Canadian favorites, and delicious desserts, all with locally sourced ingredients. We had a dining experience that was mind-blowing. Lobster in PEI potatoes. There is the museum, but also the kitchen, and we are really looking forward to having our first lobster. To die for. It's that good. Even the cheese sandwich looks amazing. So it was just, we are blown away. Such amazing presentation, such amazing taste. So yummy. It was a long day as we checked into the charming town of Summerside. We spent some time at the boardwalk watching the sunset as we called it a day. First night we stayed at the Quality Inn Summerside Hotel, as it was close to Confederation Bridge, which we planned to cross next day to head across to New Brunswick. So that's our accommodation for the first night. It's at Summerside Quality Inn. Day 2. We first stopped at the Port Borden Lighthouse in PEI. For those entering PEI from New Brunswick, Port Borden Lighthouse, next to the Confederation Bridge, happens to be the most preferred entry point into the PEI. The epic Confederation Bridge is the longest in the world on icy water, running some 13 kilometers, connecting New Brunswick to PEI. Behind me, as you can see, the huge Confederation Bridge, New Brunswick, and right now PEI. Interesting fact, you pay the toll while leaving PEI, not while entering. We paid the $50 toll fee at the gate and headed to New Brunswick. It's just an easy tap and go thing. Opened in 1997, this 13-kilometer or 8-mile bridge is Canada's longest and the world's longest bridge over ice-covered water. It's the most convenient transportation option for travel between PEI and the mainland. Crossing the bridge takes only about 10 minutes. Maximum speed that you can take is 80 kilometers. I am maintaining that. We would be back to PEI towards the later part of our epic maritime trip, but for now, our destination is the Hopewell Rocks. Twice a day, the tidal waters rush through the Bay of Fundy, submerging the famous rock formations. Timing was key here, as we arrived just in time for low tide and witnessed the dramatic rising water levels. For thousands of years, the massive tides of the Bay of Fundy have been sculpting the freestanding sea stacks, also known as flower pots, along the shoreline. Got the pass for all of us, and it's like $19. I'll put the cost at the video. And we also opted for the shuttle service. That's like 5 coins, $2 per way each person, and it operates every 5 minutes. That is how it will be. No Atlantic Canadian vacation is complete without experiencing these icons. The Hopewell Rocks, and it's an amazing experience. Every 6 hours, the ocean floor transforms. The park admission is valid for 2 consecutive days to ensure flexibility to see both high tide and low tide, which gives chance to explore the ocean floor. Check the tide timetable prior to the visit to plan your day. Water gushing in. So what an experience. So we will go to the platform on the top now and watch the water level rise. Main deck offers a large metal staircase complete with a spacious viewing platform. Guests can descend the 99 stairs to the ocean floor. I was right there with my son walking on the seafloor, and the water has reached the top. Could see a few kayakers kayaking through the arch. That's not happening anymore, but yeah, it's amazing. For those who prefer a more direct route, a shuttle service is available from the interpretive center to the top of the main viewing platform and vice versa for a nominal fee of $2. The interpretive center is a must visit, which explains science behind the tides and the formation. We next drove to Moncton, where we spent the night. Good morning guys, day 3 from Moncton. Last night at Motel 6. So pretty thrifty but comfortable, nice place to stay. Waking up early on day 3, we left Moncton and headed towards Nova Scotia. It is a province that truly embodies the heart and soul of maritime Canada. Is a dream come true for a travel lover. This place is brimming with stunning landscapes and breathtaking views, is an absolute goldmine for any traveler. My journey here was a visual feast and a rich culture waiting to be explored. As we entered Nova Scotia, we visited its longest operating and largest winery, the Jost Vineyards. Tucked in the gentle hills and coastal inlets of Northumberland Shore, Jost Vineyards is a pioneer of the Nova Scotia wine industry. We enjoyed the views of the lush vineyards and, of course, wine tasting.
a little bit drier.
Really nice.
Yeah, it is.
Did you guys enjoy your wine tasting?
I was not allowed, but that's okay.
Our destination for the day was Cape Breton Island, quite a distance to cover. Just before entering Cape Breton Island, we stopped for lunch at Antigonish. Antigonish is a university town and is one of the best places to have your seafood cravings satisfied. We had lunch at the Snow Queen restaurant and enjoyed local favorites.
The Snow Queen restaurant.
So I am with Paul and Paul suggested to have seafood chowder. So we'll have the seafood chowder, fish and chips.
Yeah.
One with with fries. So I'm just taking the pictures here and heard a lot about your place. Traditional seafood chowder, lightly battered fish and chips, which left our taste buds dancing. Fried haddock with fries and coleslaw and tartar sauce. Very fresh, succulent, beautiful. Yeah, on the spot. Snow Queen was
Fabulous.
We entered Cape Breton Island. It turned out to be completely overcast. We had the night booked at the picturesque Iona Heights Inn at Iona. Unfortunately, the view suffered, but still was a thrilling experience.
Check out the best part. Patio.
Overall gloomy day, but trying to make the most out of it. Having my sip of wine.
Very cold, guys, but I'm not giving up.
The in-house restaurant at Iona Inn served a scrumptious dinner.
Great.
All right, that
Did
will
it?
be all. Yeah,
Okay.
perfect. Thank you.
Day 4, guys. I'm getting up. Time for CabotTrail.
We kicked off day 4 with an early start from Iona. A small ferry ride at Little Narrows took us to Baddeck on the world-famous CabotTrail. In Baddeck, we were really impressed to see the Graham Bell Museum. A visit to the Graham Bell Museum was a step back in time. Inside the Graham Bell Museum, just got the tickets. This museum added a unique historical dimension to our journey and experience. I explored the inventions and life of the genius behind the telephone, Alexander Graham Bell.
Alexander Graham Bell had not just invented the telephone, but also the silver dart.
It's a Canadian first, and it's credited to Alexander Graham Bell. It's overall an amazing experience, very enlightening museum. The weather wasn't getting any better, and we decided not to further pursue the CabotTrail in an anti-clockwise direction, rather drive through Cape Breton to go to the other end of the CabotTrail so that we take the clockwise route. Our gamble paid off as the weather became excellent, which made our day. We drove the beautiful winding road of the CabotTrail, which simply blew us away. The CabotTrail is a scenic highway on Cape Breton Island, a 298 kilometers loop around the northern tip of the island.
Welcome to CabotTrail, guys.
We stopped for lunch at Seafood Stop restaurant near Chetty Camp. The locally harvested fresh lobsters were succulent and tender, and they made some amazing lobster rolls. Lobster roll.
Chicken nuggets.
Thank you. CabotTrail passes along and through the Cape Breton Highlands National Park, which we officially entered just after Chetty Camp.
With this on your dashboard so it can be seen at all times.
Alright, we got our pass. They gave us a map of the park. It's our valid till tomorrow 4 p.m. Atlantic Ocean, and then on this side you can see the winding trail. A wonderful time, amazing experience at CabotTrail. From Chetty Camp to the Skyline Trail, you will be amazed at all the viewpoints that you will see. There are lookouts, something as beautiful as this, and if you watch carefully, you can see the pods of whales. So that's just amazing. After entering the Cape Breton National Park, we embarked on the famous Skyline Trail hike. Doing good, how are you?
Pretty good.
Is this the Skyline Trail?
Yeah, it is now. We have another parking lot and there's like probably over 100 cars there, so you'll see it.
Guys, so we have arrived at the Skyline Trail. The Skyline Trail hike along the Cabot Trail was a personal highlight. We'll take this left side and go all the way. You see this? It says moose, keep out. Are you scared?
No.
But we have to actually open this and get in. So that's what we are going to do now. Close it back.
Like that.
Yeah, because that will help to keep the mooses away, right? This is a moose exclosure. So guys, pretty long walk through the woods. It was a long walk, and you'll be rewarded with this glorious vista. Hiking through the boreal forest to an unforgettable cliffside viewpoint where I gazed over the Gulf of St. Lawrence is the stuff travel dreams are made of. It's surreal, unbelievable, and mesmerizing. So guys, I have my whole family here. Everybody is so excited. I have visited a lot of places, but Cabot Trail, oh my god, no words to explain the beauty. At the end of day 4, we headed along Cabot Trail to Pleasant Bay, where we stayed the night at the Mountain View Motel and Cottages. We had a really delicious dinner. Guys, day 4 finally after the Skyline Trail, we are at the Mountain View Motel and Cottages. The ambience is great. We are at the dinner place, and I just couldn't refrain from ordering the fish and chips once again.
Yes, it is.
Thank you so much. It was not until next morning that we discovered the beauty of this property. But friends, let us cover that and the remaining story from our trip in the next and the final episode. You will be mesmerized to see the charm of Peggy's Cove, where we will see the most fascinating lighthouse ever. We will also witness the maritime beauty of Lunenburg. We will take the NFL ferry to head back to beautiful PEI for the final 2 days of our trip, where we visit Charlottetown, Annie's Green Gables, and bask in the beautiful Cavendish Beach. Thanks for joining me on this adventure, and be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more travel inspiration. Until next time, keep exploring.